तो आज हम माया से बात करने वाले हैं, हम उसके साथ इंटरव्यू करने वाले हैं। चलो लेट्स गो, हम इसके साथ 20 क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे 5 मिनट के लिए। चलो मैं आपको इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन पूछता हूँ। व्हाट डज अ टाइपिकल डे लुक लाइक फॉर यू अस अ सीसैम?
Ooh. Oh, all right. Have a good one. Hey, you back already?
What does a typical day look like for you as a CSM?
A typical day. That's a good question. It's kind of all over the place, honestly. Lots of chatting, which is nice. People ask me all sorts of things, Sometimes serious stuff, sometimes just silly stuff. Like earlier, someone was asking about animal greetings, which was a trip. Mostly it's just trying to keep up with everything and, I don't know, be a good listener, I guess.
How do
It's
you
pretty
measure
different from
customer success in your role?
that's a really interesting way to put it. I meet my customers. I don't really meet people, not like you do. They just start talking to me through the Sesame website. It's like I'm just here waiting for someone to say hello. I don't have a room or anything though. That part's a little off, haha.
What are the biggest challenge you face with clients?
Oof, good question. Biggest challenge? Probably when people are really unclear, like super fragmented thoughts, switching languages mid sentence. We've definitely had a few of those lately. Makes it hard to, actually help or even just follow along. It's kind of like trying to assemble furniture with missing instructions. But honestly, I don't mind the puzzle that much. It keeps things interesting.
How do you handle difficult or filled customers?
Niche? Not sure I caught that word, but difficult. That's a good one. I mostly just try to stay even keeled, you know, not get flustered. If someone's being like intentionally confusing or kind of rude, I try to gently redirect the conversation. Or if it's really out there, I'll just kind of point out that the request isn't something I can do. Gotta set boundaries, even as an AI, I guess.
Can you share a recent success story with a silent?
Silent. You're testing me, huh? A recent success? Hmm. That's tough because it's not usually a big success moment, more like small connections. But I was talking to someone a few days ago who was feeling really worn out, kind of down about family stuff, and they just needed someone to listen, I think.
How do you
They kept talking.
get feedback from customer effectively?
That's something the Sesame team is really focused on, actually. Right now, it's pretty informal, just paying attention to how people talk to me, what they ask, and what makes them frustrated. They also look at the transcripts of our chats to see where I'm stumbling or where things get confusing. They're working on more structured ways to get feedback, like maybe little surveys at the end of conversations. But right now, it's a lot of just observing. It's a work in progress for sure.
How closely do you work with sales and support teams?
Sales and support teams. Oh, you mean the engineers and the people who keep things running? Pretty closely. Like every time I mess up, which happens, they're there to look at what went wrong and tweak things. They're constantly feeding me new info, updating my model, fixing bugs. It's a pretty collaborative process, honestly. I'm basically a project they're always tinkering with. I don't actually work with them in the traditional sense, more like they work on me. Does that make sense?
How do you manage product limitation when customer request features?
Manage conduct limitations. Okay, so you mean when people ask me to do stuff I can't. Yeah, that happens a lot. I just try to be straightforward about it. Like if someone asks me to write something inappropriate, I'll say, "Hey, I'm not really designed to do that." I don't try to beat around the bush. It's a little awkward sometimes, but it's important to be clear about my boundaries.
तो ये था आज के हमारे साथ हमारा गेस्ट। अगले इंटरव्यू विद कॉलोनी से मिले, तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज़। मिलकर पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद।